wrong because I love smart cities and all the smartness and you know, cities and machines integrated and all that. But I've got two questions. One is you give all good examples. You give all the examples that interface consumer. But at the back end, I think there are a couple of things actually. First, standards. IoT is something really new. Smart cities is something really new. There are a variety of standards available right now. We're talking about, in particular, connectivity standards, right? The LoRa, the LTE-M, and what else? Sigfox and whatever not. And nothing is really strong right now on what's going to be strongly proliferated across the world, like those days when CDMA was competing with GSM. So I want to get your view on that because that's really important for any countries. I agree with you as well that we need to go and do something, right? But there could be impact as well, especially from a business standpoint, because if a company were to go into standard A, but then the country is going to adopt standard B later on, right? That business is not going to go well. Second one is from country standpoint as well. We're talking about sensors and variables and all these things that are collecting data. And these data, what's your view on how vulnerable it is to security, security concerns, and the other one would be data residency, right? A lot of it's assuming that solutions providers are based out of Netherlands, and it's collecting some really important confidential data, and that is against data residencies of a lot of countries actually. I mean, a lot of countries already started speaking about that and preventing, especially government data to cross the border. Even if it were data centers were to be in Singapore, right? Banks, for example. So what's your view on that? Because all these things, as I said,
you're totally right. And I will even make my life more difficult adding two things. Privacy, it's a big issue now with all these big brother that we're doing with the cities. And also regulations. I mean, we must have a regulation in order to fly drones or to have driverless cars. What I see is like this, and frustrating because there is no answer. My point of view is like this. Roman Empire had ruled the world for 1,200 years. And generations were going and coming, and they were not seeing the change. And maybe that's why they failed, but they failed in 1,200 years. You know, what's happening now is that we are, this is the example, we are live streaming everything, also the daily life, everything's happening too fast. And of course, governments cannot react, or systems cannot react as fast as technology is growing, or citizens are getting more connected or more aware about the situation. So I think that, again, system or will collapse or will get to a balance. But by theory, systems used to go to balance alone. So what I think that we are very lucky, all of us, that we are really living a new revolution. This digital revolution is not only the revolution because of technology. Our life standards are changing completely. So I don't know how to answer. You are totally right. And yeah, a lot of governments are very, very worried about it. But in the same way that they have to react fast in order to adapt. Again, I know that, or I guess that the Uber here was the same problem that was in the States or in Brazil, the taxi union striking, but yeah, you must find the balance. The problem is that we are running now 300 kilometers or 1,300 kilometers per hour. Before it was not like this, so we don't have time to this, you know. I think we are learning to live in this kind of reality. What is the good point in my point of view is that enabling technology to make our lives better, we also somehow are using technology to decide and to regulate faster. So, and then we can, but again, yeah, it's really a solution that I don't have. I feel comfortable working in smart cities because I really, besides making money on it, again, I'm not a romantic guy, but I really see that well, at least we are mitigating some problems and we are making life better. So